Get that fucking trash out of your life. You have legacies to build. We grew that business from 3.4 million to 17.1. Horsepower, not horse shit. You want to be the parent that's an ally. They don't need another fucking friend. Not everybody's cup of whiskey. Toughest advice for the toughest businessmen. Be relentless. Today is day 103 of the new calendar year. 103, 103. 103 glorious, righteous days into 2023. And my question is, what does your scorecard read? What does your Jerry Seinfeld, red X, do not break the red chain read? Do you have that calendar up on your wall beside your bed? Do you have it in your home office? Do you have it at your office? Do you have it where you walk, where you read, where you write? Do you have the calendar up where you put the red X every day you get the win? Do you give yourself that gold star every day that an entrepreneur needs? Nobody's going to pat you on the back. Nobody's going to encourage you. You need to encourage yourself. You need to pat yourself on the back. You need to kick your own ass. Is the calendar up? Is the marker there every day? Do you get the X or not? And what is the X? What's the one thing? Not two, not three, but what's the one behavior you have to do every day to get the X? Is it walking half an hour? Is it reading real books half an hour? Is it marketing and copywriting for half an hour? Is it drinking a gallon of water a day? Is it dating your queen? Is it eating more protein? What is the X? What's the one thing you're trying to make into a brush your teeth habit? What's the one thing that you need to do for 45 days, 60 days, 90 days, 365 days? I'm out here walking to get my X. I'm going to be in there writing to get my X. Last year I shot 66 videos consecutively. Never missed a day, a year plus a day. And that was my X. That's how I got my red X. That was my Jerry Seinfeld never break the red chain. So I walked and I shot a video for 366 straight days. And I continue on that journey after a break here this year. What's your scorecard read? If you haven't started, get a calendar up, buy one big ass calendar at Staples. Get it up, get a marker right on your nightstand every day. What's the one thing? I'm not going to drink alcohol, Michael. 1-0. I'm not going to drink alcohol, Michael. 1-0. I'm a non-drinker, Michael. 3-0. I'm a non-drinker, Michael. 7-0. I'm a non-drinker, Michael. 14-0. I'm a non-drinker. 30-0. I'm a non-drinker, Michael. 45-0. I'm a non-drinker, Michael. 90-0. I'm a non-drinker, Michael. 365-0. That's how fucking winning is done. Quit lying to yourself. Quit pretending that you're serious and decide one thing that gets the red X. I'm going to walk 30 minutes a day. 1-0, 7-0, 14-0, 21-0, 30-0, 60-0. All of a sudden, it's no longer something you do. It's now something in who you are. It's now a brush your teeth habit. It's now a brush your teeth habit. It's like brushing your teeth. If you don't walk, or if you don't read, or if you don't market, or you don't drink water, you would feel out of sorts. You would feel strange. That's what habit building's about. That's a habit building scorecard. At 45 days, 60 days, it starts to be a habit. All of a sudden, your identity starts to shift. I'm a man who no longer drinks. I'm a man who no longer smokes. I'm a man who no longer talks negatively to himself. I'm a man who no longer disrespects my body. I'm a man who's no longer a cell phone junkie. I have a guy who gets the X by looking at his screen on his phone every day and keeping his phone use under 2 hours. It used to be 10, now it's 2. That's 2 hours that he uses his phone a day. So he's got control, and now his phone is his servant instead of being a master. That's his red X. That's his red X. So what's your score? Reply below. I don't care if you're starting. I don't care if your score is 7-1. I'm 102-0. 102-0. And I've just decided that these are the things I'm going to do, and that's my red X. And I literally trip over winning every day. I got to put my shoes on. They're at the door. I got to put on the rucking vest. It's at the door. I got to write. My computer's out. I got to read. I got books everywhere. Look at that sunrise. That's the reward for getting up and getting out. That's the reward that 99% of men miss. Even if they're up, they're on their phone. They're scrolling their life away. Tomato cans don't see sunrises or sunsets. Not even close. They miss out on all the good stuff in life. They miss out on their queen. They miss out on their children. They miss out on their grandchildren. They just scroll their life away. Look at that sunrise. Look at that sunrise. If that's not a reason for me to be out here making today 103-0, nothing is. So what is your scorecard? And if you haven't done anything the first 3 months of the year, if January, February, March, and even a part of April hasn't been, start today. It's the start that stops most. It's the start that stops most. Get going. Walk for 5 minutes. Write for 5 minutes. Read for 5 minutes. Then once you get going, make it 10. Make it 15. Make it 20. Make it 30. Get going. Set a goal to put on your shoes today. Set a goal to open up the laptop and write. Set a goal to read 1 page. Set a ridiculously low goal. And then once you start going that day, then extend it. You start walking for 5 minutes, like, man, I feel good. I'm going to go for 10. You get to 10 minutes. Man, I'm feeling great. I'm out here at the sunrise. And then after that, extend that to 15. And then after that, if you're still going, then okay, we'll make 20 minutes or 25 minutes. And that's how 5 minutes, like the great Matt Fury says, that's how 5 minutes becomes 30. Is just set a ridiculous goal. Well, Michael, I can't copyright. I just haven't been able to do it. Set a goal to write for 1 minute, that you got to walk in your home office first thing. Don't touch your phone. Open up the MacBook, open up the laptop, get on the personal computer and write for 1 minute. And then when you're done 1 minute, go for 2. You've done 2, go for 5. You're starting to feel good. Man, I'm writing this first email. This isn't as bad as I thought. Go for 10. Well, at 10 minutes here, I'm getting into this. I might as well finish it. Go for 15. Get to 15 minutes. You're like, oh, I'm almost done here. This is going pretty well. I'm going to tell more of the story. Go for 20. Go for 30. And you end up, 5 equals 30. That's the rule. 5 equals 30. So that's what you want. And then your reward is that sunrise. Look at that sky. Look at that sky. Buy the calendar, get it up on the wall, start taking scores, start giving yourself a gold star every day. Start patting yourself on the back, start encouraging yourself, start kicking your own ass. Get it up, and hey, we're 103 days into this glorious year. 103 days into the tour of duty. And it's your moral, by the way, it's your moral obligation to maximize your opportunities. You live in the greatest countries in the world. Unlimited wealth, unlimited opportunity, unlimited abundance everywhere. And you're mailing it in and you're phoning it in and you're not showing up as an elite, generous and driven man. That's not okay. Not showing up as the best version of yourself is not okay. Not showing up as the best version, best husband, best father, best community leader, best entrepreneur. It's not okay. We all have a moral obligation. This tour of duty has been given to us. We don't know how long, but it's your moral obligation to live a life of significance and to build a legacy of giving. A legacy as a king in your own home, a hero in your own home, a man who served other people. So make sure that that's happening. And the best way to do that is that Jerry Seinfeld, never break the red chain. Get it up there, 1-0, 7-0, 14-0, and see how far you can go consistently. See if you can get to 30-0. See if you can get to 45-0. See if you can get to 60-0. See if you can get to 70-0. One goal. I don't care if it's 5 minutes a day. I don't care if it's 10 minutes a day. I don't care if it's 1 glass of water. I don't care if it's 1 date night a month. But get there 1 day at a time. 1. 5 minutes equals 30. 5 minutes equals 30. Get started. We have 2/3 of the year left. 103 days gone. Your tour of duty continues. You still have a moral obligation to show up as the best version of yourself. So start showing up as the best version of yourself and track yourself. Hold yourself accountable. Make sure your queen can see that calendar. Make sure your children can see that calendar. Have it there where the last thing you do every night is give yourself a gold star. I did it. I walked for 5 minutes. I did it. I marketed for 5 minutes. I did it. I drank a glass of water. I did it. I said something nice to somebody. I did it. And start patting yourself on the back and start rewarding yourself and start building that winning mindset. 5 minutes equals 10. 10 equals 20. 20 equals 30. 30 equals 60. That's how winning is done. 5 minutes at a time. Get the calendar up, get the red markers, and fill the fucking thing. That's it. 2 words that changed my life. 2 words that changed yours. Let me know below what your score is. If you're just starting, great. If you're 103-0, let me know. If you're 103, let me know. And let me know the story. Let me know the story. Let me know how it's helping you, what your struggles are, what's working, what's not working. Let us know the story. 2 words that changed my life. 2 words that'll change yours. Be relentless.